But these people trying to put an indictment because they got a fake I think so, I don't know, gang expert.
Ben's meant to be done.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, potentials, sneaky gang? Hope y'all been sneaking and creeping, staying healthy and wealthy, staying within motion and with mixing all your potions, loving and not staying all greedy, but you sharing with some needies. Hey, we had to stretch it out a little bit, but you know who it is. If you don't know, it's your boy Sneaky with Stipe. Back at it again with what? Another reaction video. Hey, Lil Baby, man, he will be getting arrested soon. So, I've been doing some research a little bit. Been trying to find the right videos to see what's going on. And, the other two videos that I posted, they just kind of didn't do well. They kind of a little flunked, So I was like, I gotta give Sneaky Gang and the potential something better. So when I kept looking around on the internet and on the social media, I found something that I was like, damn, what the hell did Lil Baby do? I know we did a reaction video of Lil Baby and going to somebody's place and doing a little music video and doing a shooting, but what the audio played in court, and I'm not gonna say today because I think it was like yesterday, will get Lil Baby arrested very soon. And y'all probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? If you don't know, well, you're gonna know now. Lil Baby's phone was wiretapped, but I don't really know too much. Let's let them explain it. My bad for talking too long in this intro, but let's get to the video and stay tuned for what we finna say at the end. Let's get in.
This fraud of a detective, Verito the Vixen as I call her, who lied her way to the edges of perjury during the YSL trial, is apparently the one being used to indict Lil Baby on RICO charges. And we found this out actually at the Goodfellas Lil Baby Ops RICO grand jury indictment today. So we're going to review that shortly. But let's just rewind a little bit to give you guys some insight on what's going on. If you are a Lil Baby fan, it's going to be a hard couple of months for you, bruh. Because this Lil Baby situation feels like the Atlanta police, they're just committed to trying to get Lil Baby locked up.
Facts.
It don't matter, even if they feel like they can't win the case, getting him off the streets for a year or two as he fight this RICO is their goal. Shout out my guy, Bradford Cohen, man. He's Kodak Black's lawyer, Drake's lawyer. He actually gave a take on his Lil Baby situation that I believe it's pretty much what's going to happen. So he says they're trying to say that Lil Baby is going to get indicted. We all know how that goes in Atlanta. Those prosecutors can't get out of their own way. Another clown show if that happens. Shout out to Brad, man. We talk often in the DMs, and he's coming out to do an interview with me in LA soon, probably next week or so. But Brad is sitting back like a lot of us, just observing what's going on. He sees the Atlanta police chief tells Lil Baby,
and I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
We're gonna hold you and your associates accountable because Lil Baby filming a music video in the hood of a rival, and the music video got shot up, but Baby and them responded back by shooting and killing one of the rivals, and then the rivals responded back by shooting and killing two 13-year-olds. Atlanta PD is blaming Lil Baby.
But see, if Lil Baby shot back at the people that were shooting at him first, that's self-defense. That's self-defense. I mean, you cannot say, hey, he was not supposed to be shooting back. That's self-defense. Someone gonna tote a gun at me and I shoot up and shoot at the person or kill one of the people that toting the gun at me. That's self-defense. Now, if they start shooting back and they don't hit none of us but hit two people that ain't even part of what we doing over there, then that's who you need to blame. District judge, district police, district prosecutor, that's who you need to blame. Not Lil Baby. Lil Baby doing his own little thing. And y'all trying to come at him and say he killed 2 little kids when he wasn't even looking or even trying to do none of that. He wasn't even trying to do none of that. Boy was trying to shoot his music video. People coming around talking about you can't be in our hood. Why so? Do you run that place? Do you pay taxes for that place? Do you run the streets? Do you build the buildings in that place? You can't come to our hood. What for? So you gonna start shooting at us? Then what? We not even trying to shoot at you or even do no retaliation towards you while we shooting our music video. We just here to shoot a video and leave. We not here to kill nobody. We not here to fight nobody. We not even here to even do harm or threats on nobody's lives. But these idiots that was right there and thought, hey, you know, he can't be coming here and shooting a video. Bah, 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 bah. So self-defense. Bah, 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 bah. Hit one of their people because they were starting a shooting. We got him. Now the people that started the shooting, bah, 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 shoot 2 other people. But then district police want to say, oh, Lil Baby's the fault of it. What type of research or investigation is that? That is no correct way of doing investigations. There's no correct way.
Before that, claiming that Lil Baby is responsible because he filmed a music video in Goodfellas territory. And then we sit back and we watch them arrest Goodfellas for RICO, and then Lil Baby name is being mentioned throughout the entire grand jury. Like it's like, bro, is this about Goodfellas or about Lil Baby? It don't make sense.
Facts.
And then we sit back and we see the Georgia Public Defender's Office saying, yeah, we expect the RICO to come soon. We're preparing staff right now to make sure that we have enough people to represent any of the defendants in the 4PF RICO who needs, a public defender. So it's already a done deal. Like, the RICO is coming for Lil Baby. But the thing is, what exactly is the RICO going to be for, right? Like, for all the instances they bring up, it involves everybody else but Lil Baby.
One by one, the suspects charged in the 2024 murders of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and his friend 13-year-old Jacody Davis took their seats inside a Fulton County courtroom for day 3 of a preliminary hearing, which will determine if there's sufficient evidence for the men to stand trial.
So I think that we are ready to begin.
An APD detective who asked us not to show her face because she's involved in undercover investigations took the stand for more than 2 hours. She testified that investigators used social media posts and wiretaps to determine that the 7 defendants are members or associates of the Goodfellas criminal street gang. Police say the shooting stemmed from a gang war sparked by rapper Lil Baby, who they claim is affiliated with the rival criminal street gang 4PF. Last May, police say the hip-hop superstar filmed a music video in their territory and multiple people were shot.
I'm not going to lie, this is absurdity to heights I've never seen before. They're doing all of this, claiming that a gang war was started because Lil Baby filmed a music video in the Ops territory. Now, I'll be real. Do I believe that Lil Baby should have been more responsible? Because, like, the optics of you being a multi-millionaire coming to these people's neighborhood in your multi-million-dollar bulletproof trucks, bringing a lot of chaos there and then leaving to go to your mansion, the optics is horrible, bro. But to paint it as this man started a gang war and he has to be held responsible for it, it's kind of like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Which investigators say sparked a gang war. The attorney for Lil Baby called those claims complete and total nonsense and added that his client had absolutely nothing to do with those shootings. During cross-examination today, defense attorney Brian Tevis criticized the investigation and claimed that investigators did not have any evidence that proves his client was involved or even in a gang.
I've been photographed with Chief Justice John Roberts. Am I a member of the Supreme Court?
Is the Supreme Court a gang?
Well, they're affiliated in fact. There's 3 or more members, and if they can video who commits a crime, you would say they're in a gang, right?
If they commit criminal street gang activity.
That's a good argument, but
Honestly, if he's the lawyer that's trying to fight for those defendants and he knows that they're not fighting the game, every answer should not be an explanation. It should be no, 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 no. What the hell are you explaining? Your explanation seems like they is part of a gang. Your explanation seems like they were part of the gang. There ain't no supposed to be no explanation, but they know. People don't be thinking. They just be talking and saying, well, you know, this and that, you know. But, bruh, I'm sitting there watching the judge ask this lawyer questions. And he's saying, my client was never part of involvement in the gang. And she's saying, well, with the shootings of the gang. And he's saying, well, no, nigga, no, no. You're supposed to say no. Why are you doing explanation? Bruh, this is why I say sometimes lawyers can dig you into the ground. They'll be right there standing and saying, don't worry. If you go down too deep, I will use the rope to pull you out each inch while you still falling down deeper. Talking about,
That argument isn't being used on Lil Baby's behalf because Lil Baby is like the gang leader of 4PM. He is the leader. That's being used on one of the members of Lil Baby's ops, Goodfellas, right? They're all in right now on a RICO. One of the dudes, his lawyer, who's currently representing him, he wasn't even present when the two 13-year-olds got killed. But because he hangs with these dudes, because he's a part of, I guess, whatever they got going on, he's now dragged in on a RICO and he's being charged as well for the murder of two 13-year-olds.
Yeah, some of the back and forth that we saw during cross-examination. Now, again, this is going to continue next Monday at 12:30, and at that point, the judge will decide if there's enough evidence for these these suspects to stand trial. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Michael Side, Channel 2 Action News.
Here's the crazy part. Goodfellas ain't even been indicted by a grand jury yet. They got brought in due to probable cause, and they're being detained due to the nature of the crime. So they're still going through a grand jury process to try to figure out if there's probable cause to formally indict them on charges. Verito the Vixen is listed as a gang expert, so essentially she goes undercover.
Bruh, man, I ain't gonna lie, though, she kind of fine, though. Like, damn. I'm not talking about, like, how you look. I'm just saying the face, though. I'm fucking with the smile, the hair, the eyes, but that's not the picture, though. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out. Keep saying while I keep in mind.
Because she looks the way she does. She gets entangled with these gangbangers, take the information they give them, and then use it against them in court. So she took the stand today at the Goodfellas grand jury hearing, I believe. And during this hearing, she said a couple things that relates to
Well, damn, she a snake. Never mind.
the Lil Baby that we have to discuss. All right, so let's get into it.
All right, and this investigation began with your looking at the Instagram page, and whose was that?
The Instagram page belonged to Keontae Sanders, also known as Midnight.
Okay. And while looking at that page, you found some direct message communications, one of which showed a disappearing message between Mr. Sanders and somebody named Mr. Smith.
Once I received his Instagram returns back, yes.
Okay, and then what did that message consist of?
It was a photo that Mr. Smith had taken of himself, but had put the word J-Shot across it and sent it
I ain't gonna lie. She better be very careful. Hold on, y'all don't understand what I mean. She better be very careful because the fact that she even showed up to court and not on a camera thing with like just like damn man, what the hell is it? Damn, damn, I still can't get the damn thing. Damn, Zoom. That's what I've been trying to say. I kept thinking about Zoom. I kept thinking about webcam. It's Zoom. She should have showed up on a Zoom camera, no face. But the fact that she shows up in court, she is putting her life in danger, and she's going to need witness protection. And the reason why I said this, you cannot go to people on the streets, act like you're part of them, and get into the gang, and act like you're this and that, and sleep with them and all this, and get information out of them, and then come say something in court, because 9 out of 10 undercover sometimes don't make it alive. Let's just be real. Undercovers also get shot in the process of a gunfight. If somebody really wanted to kill her while shooting at the police, that the police come and get them, oh, they wouldn't even give a damn if they die. They would rather kill her first before they die. And then start shooting at the other police. So she got to be very careful. The fact that you come show yourself up here in court and even talk, and now there's videos of you on the internet, you better be hiding. You better be in witness protection because, bro, we seen movies where undercovers, they slip up, and that's the end of them. That's the end of them. Either they getting tortured, either they getting killed, or you ain't finding them ever again. And now here's the thing. It's so cold. It's so cold to bring a woman into play because a real man is just not gonna kill up on a woman. If they brought a dude, oh, best believe they killing the dude. They killing the dude. But a woman, oh man, that's gonna be hard. Somebody is not gonna have the heart. That's how she gonna lose her life. Somebody that don't have the heart is just gonna end up and kill her. Swear. Cause me, if I get snitched on like that against a woman, I'm not killing her. I might hurt her, but I'm not gonna kill her, you know? Cause it's not the heart for me. Like that ain't gonna be the heart for me to go and kill her. Why am I gonna waste my time killing a woman? Remember what we talked about in what's it called? In Lil Ronnie and his daughter. Real men do not kill women and children. So that's what I'm saying. She gotta be very, very careful. Go into witness protection. Because there's a lot of people right now that see this that would be like, well, damn, the next time we see her around and she try to get in, we gonna act like we don't know her that well, and then we gonna get her in a little bit closely, and then we gonna get down on her. And you may not think it would be like that. You thinking everything gonna be sweet because they don't know who you is. You got a wire on sometimes, not all the time. Gotta be careful.
Disappearing message mode.
Just a brief interruption. Being a criminal is so difficult, bro. And I hope all you criminals and street dudes is listening, bro. She just said that they recovered the messages that was sent in disappearing mode. Y'all be thinking that things like Snapchat and Instagram disappearing mode, those things are Fed proof. They're not Fed proof at all, bro. Being a criminal is so hard nowadays, bro. The messages that quote unquote disappeared on Instagram for you is still being hosted. And they was able to pull the messages that was sent in disappearing mode, snitching, and use it to indict them on a RICO. Shush. Yo, the streets is cold, bro.
Nah, that is cold.
This is what's coming up now is already admitted evidence. Is this the message that was sent?
It is.
And so that was Martavius that sent that to Mr. Sanders.
He did.
All right, now, what was significant about that?
I knew that J Shot or John Smith was a close associate of the leader of 4PF, Dominique Lil Baby Jones.
And 4PF, as you testified already, was a gang that you recognized as being in a rivalry with the Goodfellas, and in particular the only white family subset of the Goodfellas.
And their associates, yes.
Okay. And how did you know this about John J. Shot Smith, that he was a member of 4PF?
He could be seen out there on his Instagram. He can be seen pictured with Mr. Jones. He frequents the area where the homicide occurred as well. He's filmed a music video out there.
I hope you rappers is listening. This is such an eye-opener. If let's say you have a homie, right? And your homie, let's say he comes around, he's repping the squad 4PF, but your homie has some side beef, and your homie's got homies of himself. If your homie gets killed by, let's say, his ops, and then your homie's homies come back and kill somebody, and a gang war ignite, you're now the crime boss, even though you have nothing to do with whatever personal beef he has with those.
And I literally said this in the Lil Baby video when they were trying to get him on a RICO. I literally said this nonsense. How is it the person's fault if they was never part of what was the other people that are part? Look. Lil Capo and Sneaky West Stop. Lil Capo got beef with me, and I'm part of Amazon gang. I shoot at Lil Capo shoot at me. Is it Amazon's fault? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is stupid. Amazon not even near me, not even close to where I'm at. Amazon doing its music business, going on tours, rapping in the studio, and you want to indict Amazon for a RICO charge? What sense does that make?
Those people and his homies is involved, you are now automatically involved because he's in your entourage and you brought him around and he's in the music videos and he's around you and he's begging for PF for the clout. You are now involved. And they're going to include you as a gang leader and say that you are the catalyst for a gang war that had nothing to do with you. These people cold, man.
Hey, thanks for telling me about the solar and backup battery program for our home. We had it installed last week, and I honestly can't believe how much peace of mind it's given us. The power went out last night during a storm, and normally we'd be scrambling around for flashlights. But this time, everything stayed on. The lights, the fridge, even the heat.
They stupid.
So the music video, is that something that you've seen?
It is.
Where'd you see it?
I believe it was on the YouTube account belonging to Mr. Smith.
All right, permission to publish a brief clip of that video, Your Honor.
Granted.
All right. Investigator Rito, if you'll look at the, there we go, at the monitor in front of you. Is this the music video that you're referring to?
I'd have to see the title of it.
J-Shot Who Want Problems music video?
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
All right. And there are certain shots of this video that are at the 1043 Spark Street location?
Yeah, one just flashed on screen.
Okay, so we've already seen a portion of that then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you saw this video, and then you saw that the artist that's depicted in this video, John J. Smith, was also the person depicted in the disappearing message. And on what day was that message sent?
Sent on June 30th. I believe it was read on July 1st.
From what I've gathered, it's unclear why they sent J-Shot pictures and disappearing messages. I'm not sure, all right, because J-Shot is still alive and well. Maybe they were plotting on J-Shot, but nonetheless, though, they have those messages. Now, they also have a wiretap of them having a conversation. Now, on that wiretap, though, one of them actually implicated Lil Baby and said they feel like Lil Baby got money on their heads.
Sanders, the wiretap target, and an unidentified gentleman that goes by the name Unk, or is being referred to as Unk.
I'm going to object to this slide again. If they're about to play the call, play the call. Let her conclusions and her interpretation is popular.
Well, I think she was just identifying who was on the call, so I'm going to overrule. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why bro over here looking crazy? Why is bro over here looking crazy? Hold on for a second. If I'm in the way, let me know. But why is bro over here looking crazy? Looking like he don't know what he talking about. Or what the hell going on? Bro, you sitting in jail clothes. You should know what you did wrong. There should not be no, oh my goodness, are we gonna get out of this or not? Oh my goodness. None of that. There should be none of that. Looking over there crazy.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's gonna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? And he's like that, man, them folks got tickets on a lot of these folks.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unk, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, and your
Bro,
experience.
that don't even sound like Lil Baby though. What the hell?
Do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What's that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed. Or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people on.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
To me, this is nonsense and
Facts.
BS. Bro.
Facts.
Ops being paranoid because they are out here harming people who are close to me, being paranoid that me, the backman, me, the rich rapper, may have some money on their heads because they're doing foul things. That's your proof that I'm involved in this gang war. That's your proof that I should be brought in for a RICO.
Facts. Why am I going to waste my time, waste my money, and know how the world is moving? Nipsey even talked about it. You cannot go out here trying to shoot on people when there's cameras around. Didn't they not try to get ASAP Rocky and his friend that said, "Oh, he shot at me with a prop gun, but there was cameras"? You can't do nothing out here now. There's cameras. Didn't they catch K-Fog and another guy shooting out on the street because there was cameras? You can't do nothing now because there's cameras. So, and think about it. Lil Baby that run around with my team to do music videos, to do studio time, to do tours, I will have time to put a hit on somebody that I hardly know, hardly see, hardly would even care about. Prosecutor and police and the judge. What sense does that make? No, hold up. I don't think we understanding something here now. What sense would that make? Look, that's like saying this. A dog have beef with a cat, right? And the cat is running around here in the streets looking for safety, food, and what's it called? A place of habitants for living. Now, why the hell would the cat want to put a hit on the dog when it's focused on other things? That don't make no damn sense. Make it make sense. Talking about, he put a hit on somebody, but he ended up killing some people. What?
I think it's insane, bro. Right? Now, listen, bro. At this point, bro, we gotta stop using like Burrito the Vixen as a gang expert or as anybody credible, bro. Like, have y'all forgotten like the YSL trial where even the judge got frustrated at Burrito because Burrito was on that stand, bro, spewing nonsense, dodging questions, being uncredible?
Mr. Sharp asked you a very specific question, and you seem to have answered it in a way that surprises everybody. So we need to get some clarity from you. Okay, so can you listen really carefully to what his question is and answer that question? And then if your answer is still the same, we need to ask some follow-up of you. Okay, go ahead.
In the songs that we reviewed, Mr. Stillwell claimed to have beat a homicide, correct? Or beat a murder rap, beat a homicide.
Correct.
Okay. Did he in fact beat a murder rap or beat a homicide, as he claimed?
I think he...
Go ahead and explain it now, because...
What the hell do you mean, I think? Aren't you a gang expert? You see what I mean about these people playing games? You is a gang expert! What do you mean, I think? I don't know. That shit don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You're a gang expert. People, let's understand something. If you need a pipe or a your lawn fixed, are you going to have someone that's not an expert come and work on your lawn, come work on your pipe, or come work on your car? No! You need an expert. And that expert saying, "Well, I think this is where the pipe goes. This is where where things needs to go in the car, or this is how the lawn needs to be fixed. I don't know. What? Get the hell off fucking stand, bro.
The jury's not in here.
Yeah,
We're just
yeah.
trying to sort out what
I
it
think,
is.
from my understanding of
Your
Mr. Law
understanding,
back in that time,
Yeah.
he was under the impression that the Donovan Thomas case had been, that they were going to beat it, like they were about to beat it, or was beat, or it wasn't going to be an issue. I didn't want to say that.
So you
because I
didn't
didn't
vote
know.
on
That's good that you didn't.
Yes.
But that's not the question that he asked at
Not
the
asking
time.
what Mr. Stillwell thought.
But Rito the Vixen don't even pretend to be a credible source. So the fact that they're not using her to indict Logan, it's kind of like, bruh. Really, bruh. Now, she's at the key of this, by the way. Like, she's the one who is testifying that Lil Baby is a gang leader. Lil Baby, is the gang leader of 4PF. He's the one who started this gang war. Lil Baby got money on people's heads. And apparently they done bought it enough to where the public defender office has already got word we're bringing a RICO on 4PF and Lil Baby shortly in 90 days. Y'all get ready. This is sick, man. This is some sick stuff, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Y'all feel like they have...
Bro, you have got to be kidding me. And my bad for stopping a lot. But I like Lil Baby's music. It's very hard. It's tough. It's nice. Freestyle. That has like 668 mil views on YouTube. I don't blame him for even having that much views on YouTube. That music video and that song was tight. Like, bro, it's so catchy enough that you can rap to it. But these people trying to put an indictment because they got a fake I think so, I don't know, gang expert. Come on, man. Where your heads at? Y'all waste so much time in the courtroom talking about nonsense. Wasting people's time. You know, I feel like we should be charging y'all for wasting our time in a courtroom. Because what the hell? We come to your courtroom, we talk about some nonsense that didn't make sense, we leave. We should be charging y'all for wasting our time. They should make a new law about that. You go and bring me into a place, and if I'm not even doing anything wrong and I wasted my time, $100K on your head. $100K for you to pay to us because you just wasted our time. How's this? I remember when I was in court and they said, oh, there was no evidence found. I'm looking at my lawyer like, what the hell? No evidence found. And the judge playing around with it saying, oh, is this a trial or anything? There's no evidence. I'm looking at the prosecutor first and like, the hell you was trying to get me into? Then I'm looking at my lawyer and I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm looking at my, what's it called? I'm looking at the judge. And I'm like, huh? So now I'm looking at all three of these people. I tell the lawyer, I'm like, hey. And he tell me, like, we pushing this underneath the rug. He like, just don't say nothing. And then he asked the judge, he's like, can we get this and that? And then they put something on my head for no evidence. Wasting my time. Now I'm booked here with a record for no reason. Make that shit make sense! You think I would even be playing about that? Why you think I'd be so hard on people trying to go to court and do all that? Because if they get you for something that this is so stupid, like how they trying to do Lil Baby, with no evidence. Oh, I think. Oh, I don't know. Then you cannot charge the man. Because until you have clear evidence, then you can do that. Potentials. Subscribe. Sneaky Gang and Potentials. Like the video. And yes, share it to whoever. Family, friends, cousins, nieces. And also, hit that bell if you haven't for more notifications. And it's your boy Sneaky Westside. And I'm out. I'm sorry for the outrage of the screaming. But some of y'all did not know what went down on my RICO charge. That's why I'm telling y'all about RICOs. RICOs are not fun. RICOs are not things that we look at and laugh. RICOs are things that we have to take very serious. Especially how they're trying to do our man Lil Baby. They have no evidence and they're trying to give him a charge. So here's the thing. Also, I almost forgot. Comment down below what you think of Lil Baby and Lil Baby's RICO charge. And I'll see y'all soon in the next reaction video. Peace.